5, 2, 3, 4, and 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Topics Unknown. This is going to be our second episode, and
Deuce.
we're live. And unfortunately, Cody couldn't join us today, so it's just going to be me and Jaro.
Lame, I'm sorry, but I'll try to be fun.
All right. So sticking with our kind of sort of theme with doing everything random. Let me pull up our little list here, and number generator is 33. Bump, bump, bump.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Camping slash
Oh,
glamping.
sick, yes.
Hell yeah.
Recently
Hell
just
yeah.
started doing that for the first time. That shit is dope, dude.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so I have been camping since I was literally like a newborn. My parents told me I was about 3 months old the first time I ever went camping.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Oh, damn, okay.
we went on a family camping trip when I was like 3 months old. How
Mm,
awesome is that? And it has been in my blood ever since because we that used to be our family vacation. We never
yeah.
took like regular family vacations.
Mm,
It was always just camping. That's what we do every Labor Day weekend.
mm.
Since we got 3 days off, we would leave. Sometimes they would let me not go to school on Friday, most of the time actually, and then so we would leave Friday early morning, like, you know, 4 a.m.
Oh, to
Drive
get
up
up there.
there, and then we unload everything, set up camp, and then we're camping all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Monday afternoon or Monday during the day we'd come home, and oh my
Damn,
god,
you gotta
it's
bring a shit ton of
amazing.
coolers. Fuck.
Well, it was a big family that would go, so we'd probably have like 6 or 7 coolers, and my mom would
Okay.
organize it so like so and so has this, so and so has this, so and so has this.
That's good, because
So
it's a community thing anyways, because everybody has to
yeah.
share, pretty much. So your first time camping at 3 months, what was your guys' setup? Like you
Let me see if I can
remember?
remember. I don't know. I don't just probably just a tent and basic stuff. So, but
Yeah, my parents went the first time last month, and my dad
yeah,
brought dry ice and then put shit on top of it. You know how dry ice is.
yeah,
She got mad frozen. I was like, it was a good idea, but at the same time, it takes forever for everything to defrost.
yeah.
It iced through the bottom of the cooler. It's all fucking cold. It wasn't got the ground all icy.
Oh, well, that's no
Oh,
good.
yeah, I was like, oh shit. Maybe a good idea would put like a small layer of dry ice and then ice on
Uh huh.
top of that. Keep the ice at least frozen.
Yeah.
So, learning
Or
experience.
you just get a good cooler that doesn't have that problem. Oh man, we lost Jaro. Jaro needs to update his computer because he just left. Oh, there he is. What happened? Your computer took a shit?
Hell yeah, it's a connection loss. And I was like, hell yeah, just like in the middle of the woods, because you got no connection when you're camping.
Oh, okay. Where were we? Okay, so camping. Anyways, you could just
Yeah,
get a good cooler, avoid all that, and use regular ice. So I have like a, it's called a Bison cooler. It's basically just a Yeti cooler. And dude, that thing
but
is awesome. It keeps
yeah,
ice the whole trip. I have to buy ice maybe twice. That's it.
that's good.
Instead of,
Well, when we went, oh, go ahead.
we used to have to buy ice like every single time that like every other day we'd buy ice. Now, for a 4 day trip, I'll buy ice once, maybe
Yeah,
twice if we're running out.
yeah, it
But
depends on when you go too, because if it's colder outside, it doesn't melt as much.
this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
So like
How
Alyssa
far
and
were you
I.
guys away from a town and stuff?
Oh, well, we're only like an hour and 40 minutes away from my house here in
Mhm.
Dallas, but from we were like 20 minutes away from a Walmart. Because Walmart's everywhere. That's one thing I've learned
No
about
shit,
camping.
no shit,
You
dude.
just Google the closest Walmart if you need shit, because you always forget something.
I
Af- af-
know.
After all these years that I've been doing it, dude, we always forget something. We forget s'mores. One time I had to go in the middle of the night and buy a fucking air mattress because the air mattress I brought with me took a shit. The pump wouldn't work.
Sick.
Yeah. So Alyssa and I was like, I'm not fucking sleeping on the ground. Fuck that. I love camping, but I don't. I like glamping. You know what?
Yes, So like when we were going, oh, we're gonna go camping. I was like, sweet, I'm gonna buy everything, because I saw how my friends did it. Because like, hey, we're camping right now. If you want to come swing by, because I went hiking. It was in Flagstaff.
Hmm.
They're like, oh, swing by, and I was like, cool. I went by there for like maybe like 4 hours, and then I saw how their setup was, and I was like, oh, sick. The next day, I bought a tent because I thought it was dope. So I got a 10-person tent. We got an air mattress
Damn.
and a bunch. I got a fucking floor mat to put in front of my tent just for fucking fun. So
Just a floor mat. Oh, I'm gonna do that, dude. Okay.
yep, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So what else? You just
Let's
bought
see.
everything else?
Yeah, we had coolers. I bought one more cooler just cause. What else did we get?
Camping chairs?
Camping. We got camping chairs.
Stuff to cook
Tiffany
with?
got an artificial penis so she can
Oh, okay.
piss. She said
Did,
it's weird,
did she get
but
one
it's
of
like
those
it's.
shiwis? It's like a little cup. It has a little like straw looking
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah, She got it from
Yeah.
REI. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell her just to find a good tree.
that
That's
shit.
better. Then she could just cop a squat and let it go. That's just
Yeah.
all around better.
Then I bought a fucking toilet seat.
What?
Um, yeah, yeah, dude. It's all. It's all it is a bucket. Well, not really a bucket, but it's a little fucking thing with a hole in it, and you just sit on it.
Yeah. No, I know.
So
I've
yeah,
used
you
them
dig a hole
before,
and
but
everything.
they're
Yeah,
fucking. They're,
they're tiny, dude. Like, my
yeah.
fucking ass can't. I'm gonna shoot all over that thing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And then I bought a stove on Craigslist, a gas stove,
Hmm.
$35. It's a 2 burner with, and I got 3 propane tanks for free with it. So $35,
Oh,
not
okay.
bad.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad at all. No.
I bought a fucking table and a side table for the inside of the tent for fun. I'm still starting to. I'm like, I'm gonna glamp. Don't give a fuck. I was gonna get cushion tiles to put inside the tent just because I fucking want to. Just shit like
God
that, dude.
damn. That's okay. So like when I say I glamp, I mean I have like air mattress. I have sleeping bags. I just bought a buddy heater this last time because it was like fucking 30 degrees when we
Also,
were
how's that
camping.
work?
Huh? A buddy heater?
Yeah.
You it has on the side. It has a spot where you put a propane tank. You just
Yeah,
turn it
yeah,
on.
okay.
You light a pilot light, and then it actually has a small little kind of like a fire, but it has the ceramic tile that it heats up. Has all the little holes that it lets propane go through. And dude, holy shit, I got the big one. It's like I think it was like 80 or $100. I can't remember, but I got the big one, and never again will I not have that with me. That buddy heater is it heated up my whole tent, and I have a
And it's safe for tents, yeah,
yeah.
for the most part.
Because the one that I have, like if it gets kicked over by one of the dogs, it automatically shuts off, or if it
It'll just melt your fucking tent. That's about
if
it.
the no it the tent I have is it's fire retardant, so it won't actually burn. I mean, I'm sure if it gets hot enough, it will burn, but it won't be easily burned.
Okay. Okay, so I was
But
making
it
sure like one of those. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, and then the buddy heater also it has an oxygen level sensor on it. So if the oxygen level gets below a certain amount, like because the fire is burning up all the oxygen, it'll automatically shut off before it gets to a level
That's
where
why
we
it's a
can't
hundred
breathe.
something dollars. Okay.
Dude,
Yes.
but yeah,
Worth it.
the buddy
Okay.
heater, not even just that, just how good it is,
Mm-hmm.
it's badass. It Alyssa was laying in her hammock because we both have hammocks, and if you don't
Mm-hmm.
have one, you need to buy one. They're cheap on Amazon,
My
and
brother's got a hammock. That's all he sleeps in.
they will
When we went.
change the way
Yeah.
that you fucking camp, dude. Because we just use them to hang out in all day. We'll fucking lay in our hammock and be
Yeah.
lazy and shit.
No, his
But
ass has a tent one. It's like it has a little fucking cover and everything.
oh
So
yeah,
that's
see,
what he sleeps in. Yeah.
that's cool. What I
Yeah.
don't like about that though is that your ass gets cold from laying in the hammock because there's
Oh,
no
he has this
insulation pad.
inflatable thing at the bottom. Yeah, the pad, so it helps
Yeah.
keep it warm. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
smart
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. But since we just have them just to hang out during the day, we don't have all that shit. We
Relaxing,
just
dude.
yeah, dude. Oh my god, a hammock. For those of you that camp, don't have a hammock, buy one. And if you're like me and you thought you were too fat for one, that's a lie. I bought one on Amazon that was $20, and it's rated for 600 pounds. I am not
Oh
anywhere
shit.
near 600 pounds. So
That's 2 people right there, dude.
well,
3 people if you want.
me and Alyssa, and two of the dogs were in it, and not two of the little dogs. We had Jake, the big German Shepherd that we have, and then our other dog Poppy, who's supposed to be like 30 pounds, but she's like closer to 70 pounds. In the fucking in the hammock with us, and it was fine. I mean, I'm sure if we would have stayed in there a longer time, it probably would have been like, "Yo, motherfuckers, get out." But no, it's legit. Anyways, but the buddy heater, Alyssa was in her hammock, and your ass gets cold, right? Because it's just a little thin piece of cloth, and you're just kind of hanging there swinging, right? So there's like a little breeze. So, I went and I turned on the buddy heater and I pointed it towards her ass, and she had a sweater on that was like fuzzy, kind of like I don't know, like sheep hair kind of, but like
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Well, it fucking melted through the hammock because it got so hot where she was laying down. Kept her warm, obviously, but
It melted the what
melted
the
the sweater.
fuck?
The sweater, yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
was a
nuts. And the
trip,
fucking
dude.
hammock was fine. It's
And I
crazy.
had it on low. I didn't have it on high. I had it on low. and it fucking melted the sweater. And then when we went to bed, I put it on high, and dude, it was like, so it was like 30 something degrees outside, and in the tent it was probably closer to 65, 70. Like
Holy
legit,
shit!
it
Yeah.
fucking heated up the whole
Huh.
tent. And I think it's a 12 or a 14 person tent. It is a huge tent because
I
we
love
have,
big.
dude, we have a king sized air mattress that we sleep on,
Yeah.
and it was like that thing was like barely in there. I had so much room, and I
Yeah.
bought this tent recently because I've had the same 8 person Coleman pop up tent but dome tent since I was in the Scouts back, long time
Yeah, and
ago.
you got like
But
no room to fucking stand up.
no. This
The
tent,
one.
it's an eight
Oh,
person
you said
tent.
it's a
It was a
dome one,
big
also.
tent. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
dome tent. It was big. I could stand up and reach my arm up and stuff like that. It was a
Okay.
big tent. But compared to this new one, oh, it's child's play. This new tent that I got,
Yeah.
and I bought it on Facebook Marketplace for $100.
Sick.
And
Hell yeah.
after I messaged her about the tent, I was like, yeah, I'll buy it, whatever. She was like, well, do you go camping a lot? And I go, yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. And she goes, well, I have some other camping stuff if you want it. And I was like, yeah, sure. What do you have? She's like, well, I got a new propane stove, and I've got this foldable table. Would you be interested in them? And I said, yeah, we'll talk about it when I get there. And then when I got there, and she's like, you can just have them.
Oh, fuck you. Thank you,
And oh,
ma'am.
and then she was like, and I think I have some propane tanks. She had like 3 propane tanks. She's like, I think one of them's used, but the other ones are new. I was
I
like,
was like,
hell
ma'am, I don't
yeah,
care. Yeah, thank you. I
dude.
appreciate
So
it.
for $100, I got a 12 or 14 person camping, like a big tent, and it's a
Which
nice
is
tent.
which is good enough right there for the $100.
Yeah, and then a camping stove, and this. It's kind of a cool table because it's like a bench, and it has two. It's for 2 people, and on either side it has a seat already attached to it. So it's not just a folding table,
Oh, one of those joints.
and
Okay, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like cloth, like it's like a camping chair. It folds up real small and stuff.
yeah.
It's like a camping chair that folds up. It's that material, and it has cup holders built into it. So when you're sitting there eating, you don't have a cup that's fucking falling over. You just
Which
put your
is, yeah,
cup in the
very
cup
handy.
holder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay. So since you're not a huge camper, advice: buy firewood in the off season and just keep it. Now that you have a house, keep it on the side. One, it'll help it dry out, so it'll actually burn hotter, and it'll light a lot faster when you let it dry out. And then
Yes,
two, if you do it towards the end of the season when it's starting to warm up and people aren't like, oh, I need firewood for camping, I need firewood for my fireplace,
it'll go up.
they just sell it cheap. And I mean, you can buy like a truckload full for $50 sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Instead
I
of
mean
putting it, what's
that's
the season? Everybody's like selling it way more.
yeah, and then come camping season, instead of being like, well, one bundle is, $10, you have a truckload that you paid $50 for. You're like, yeah, fuck it, light that fire. Just let's make that fire as big as we can because you got a truckload of firewood, and then you covered for all of camping season, and then at the end of the year, oh hey, you know, or if you have a friend that hey, I got to chop down a tree, I'll help you chop down the tree if you let me keep the firewood. Okay,
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
I've done that before, so
Or
yeah,
yeah, when we were out there, dude, it was like we had like a bundle of just dry wood, and then everything else was wet because it rained that the previous day. So
yeah,
we're chopping shit down. So we had the fire going. We had to throw like some wet wood in there, so it took forever for it to get going.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of
wet wood
sucked.
is the worst. And so fire is I'm kind of a pyromaniac. So building the fire, even when I would go camping with my family way back in the day, that was like my deal, right? Hey, Efren, go build the fire. Okay, and I go and dude, it would take me like 30 40 minutes of prep time to build the fire. But when that fire got going, it was awesome because I'd build like the perfect teepee so the aerodynamics were right. So the
Mm-hmm.
flame would go up and the
Yeah,
smoke doesn't get in everybody's face.
I hate that, and like it'll transfer and it just moves because the spot we were at, no matter where you sat, for some reason it would follow you. It's like fuck,
Okay,
the
it's
fuck out of
because
here.
the way that the wind goes, even if it feels like the air is stagnant, where you're sitting, you're creating turbulence. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
kind of
Mm-hmm.
you're making it follow you no matter what. But if you build the fire right and you build the teepee correctly, you can actually see the flames when they come out. They come out
It goes up
kind of
way
with
more,
like a
huh?
speed, yeah, and it kind of shoots like straight up, and the smoke will go almost up, and then it'll change directions instead of just kind of like staying in the middle, and then it kind of just follows wherever the air's going.
Oh, okay,
And
okay, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because at some
but
points I just throw the wood on top, and that's
yeah,
it. So that probably okay. I gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
If you just like pile wood on top of it,
Yeah.
you're gonna burn through a lot more firewood because it burns the whole log, and it gets real hot. Yeah, but you burn through your fuel faster, which is your
Yeah.
wood. But if you build the fire, if you build the pyramid, and you have to build it the right way, like you have to kind of leave like a little bit of a circle at the top, right? So air can travel in through the sides and then up out the top. And
Yeah.
then you have to stack the inside with like a bunch of kindling, like small broken sticks.
Hmm.
Dry leaves are good. You have to be careful with the leaves though, because a lot of times the leaves will look dry on top, but underneath, because they're like layers, they're wet and they
Yeah.
won't burn very well, and they'll actually kill your fire. And you just do that, and then once you get your fire lit, it lights from the inside, and it burns the insides of the logs, so the outside stays like a rigid structure.
Hmm.
So when you're adding a new log, you can literally just lean one up against the sides like that, and then the inside kind of falls out, and they kind of it's it's really interesting. And then after
But
a
once you
while,
get it
of
going, it's
course,
good, huh?
yeah, but once you get it going, of course, no matter what, it's gonna completely collapse. But then you kind of keep it. Like pictures of firewood, like people when people
Hmm.
draw it, the sticks are like that, kind of on top of each other.
Yeah, it's
If
essentially
you
what you want to do.
if you kind of keep it like that, then you'll be fine. Because I've seen too many people where they just like they'll just stack up a bunch of logs and they're like, I don't know why the fire won't light. Let me just put a bunch of like gasoline on it and get it to light. And it's like, no, that's not.
Ooh!
Yeah. But so that's like my favorite thing. I always used to do it. And actually, this last trip, it was so cold outside that the once the ash and the fire kind of like settled down, there was still like the embers underneath the fire pit that stay warm, right? So it's not hot like super super hot where you can stand next to the fire and feel them. But if you put your hand like this high over the ash, you could feel the heat coming off of those embers because there's still technically a little bit of a fire under there, right?
Yeah,
So I would keep that going all
that's not how.
day. I'd keep that going all day, and then what I would do is when we were getting ready to do our fire, a couple hours before we were gonna do it, like maybe like an hour before, I would build my teepee, and then I would stuff it full of like the kindling and stuff, and I would make sure to put the driest stuff right at the bottom, and then I would just walk away because that heat coming up from the bottom of the
It'll
fire
ignite that.
would heat it up so much that it would start to smoke, and then it would just burst into flames the whole thing. And
Hell
then I
yeah.
wouldn't even have to worry about lighting it. I would just build my little fire, walk away, go make dinner, blah blah,
Because
and
you'll
then
have time to fucking do it.
yeah, and then halfway through dinner, whew, it lights up, and you're like, hell yeah, And then we're making our hot chocolate and shit. It was awesome, yeah. And then I love cold weather camping too. So because I have to have a fire. It doesn't feel like camping without the fire.
Well, not a fire. It doesn't matter. It's like if you're gonna do it during the summer, it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, pro tip: best place in the world to camp, in my humble opinion, Ruidoso, New Mexico. It honestly, dude. If if you really get into this glamping and camping stuff, we'll plan a trip and we'll go to Ruidoso, New Mexico, and we'll stay like a whole week because it is the most beautiful place to camp. So the trees are huge, right? They're
Yeah.
not just like abundant because you can go places where there's a lot of trees, but the trees are little itty bitty, regular
Mhm.
trees. No, these trees are 30, 40 feet tall. So they're humongous trees. It's during summertime, so like August, September, where it's summer here in Texas and in Arizona, it's still 100 fucking degrees. In Ruidoso, you're up in the mountains, so during the day it's like 75 degrees, so you can walk around in shorts, a light sweater, you know. But then at
Sick.
night it gets down into the 40s and the 50s. So you have to be bundled up, stand next to the fire because it's nice and cold, drinking hot chocolate, making s'mores, all that shit, right? So
Yeah.
perfect camping weather. And then my favorite part about the trees, right, is that usually because they're the type of tree they are, they don't branch out a whole lot. So they're kind of just straight up and down. So where your campsite is cleared out, you could be sitting at the fire and you look straight up
Stars.
and you just see stars. I
That's
mean,
the best
like
part. That's the best part. Yeah.
millions of stars, dude. It is amazing how many stars you can see when you're out camping. And it's I'm telling you, Ruidoso, New Mexico has some of the best camping in the world.
Okay, so when we do, we gotta plan it to where there's some kind of meteor shower happening. If we can, that'd be so dope.
That would be dope. But
Be romantic. I'll propose to you.
okay, there we go. Yeah. You got to put the ring up your butt though if you're gonna propose. So I'll
Oh,
pull the
dude,
string
what do you think I'm doing, huh? Hey, can you help me find where the strings come from on my shirt?
But yeah, it camping is definitely something that I love, and it's a cheap vacation. I mean cheap-ish. Once you're invested in the gear and everything, then the price significantly goes down because
Because
then
you
you're
have
just paying
everything
for
you ready.
food,
All you
campsite.
gotta do is buy food, and then that's it.
Well, they pay for the campsite too. At least here
Oh,
in Texas, because like
oh,
we like to go
yeah.
camping. We like to go camping at Texas state parks because they have built restrooms and showers.
Mm,
I used to like camping where you had to build your own shower and shit in a hole and stuff. I used to not
yeah.
mind it, but now I'm kind of I'll pay the
I
hundred
want to be
bucks for the
comfortable.
weekend. Yeah, I'll pay
Yeah,
the $100 for the weekend. So when I gotta go take a shit, I just okay, I'm gonna go take a shit and I jump in the truck and drive down to the bathroom. Or if it's close enough, we just walk down 4 or 5 campsites to the bathroom. Cop a squat and done diddly.
yeah. But if you have to, without building that shit, you would do it. But that's only if you have to.
Hmm.
If I have the opportunity to do something nice, I'm gonna glamp every time if I can. You know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And like I want to do like a rugged backpacking trip. Where
Yeah,
you have like a little tiny tent, and you sleep on a sleeping pad or an inflatable pad or stuff. I'd like to do that, but that's just because I want the experience of doing that.
yeah,
I like being able to pack in my food, pack out all of my stuff. I like having. Hey, I want to make some hot chocolate this morning. I want to make good coffee this morning. Hey,
yeah.
let's have steak and eggs for dinner, or I mean for breakfast. Let's make pancakes for breakfast, bacon. Because when I go camping, I'm a fat ass. I eat like a fucking king, dude.
That's
Um,
nice.
yeah,
That's
for
fun, dude. That's
breakfast,
so much fun.
yeah, for breakfast we had egg and chorizo tacos one morning, and then for lunch we usually eat light. We'll usually eat like a sandwich or something because you wake up late
Yeah,
anyways.
no shit. Anyways,
But
yeah.
then dinner, one night we had
It's a
burgers,
fucking whole. It's a whole thing, dude. It's a
bratwurst,
whole thing.
and then I make these long green onions. You've had them.
Oh, I
I
made those,
make.
dude.
Oh
They're a
yeah,
hit.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Everybody like them.
yeah, yeah. Hell yeah! Like,
Hell
oh
yeah.
shit. Like, what the fuck you making? Like, don't worry about it.
just shut up and then put them in your gullet.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. But I make these long green onions in lime juice, just salt and pepper and butter. Dude,
Mm.
they'll change your life. Throw them on
I
the
didn't think
grill
I
in
was
a
gonna
little
like
bit
it
of
the first time I
tinfoil.
had it. I was like, bomb, dude.
Yeah, yeah, right. I'm not an onion person. I don't like onions, but you
Oh,
put
I
them in
do.
some tinfoil with butter, salt and pepper, and lime juice. It's fire.
I
But
do
anyways,
with vegan butter and it works still.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I bet you it would be real good with can of butter.
Oof. Hey, that'd be freaking out,
Fuck, because that's a lot of butter.
dude.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, the way we plan our meals anyways is we buy a lot of snacks. So like Little Debbie's is a good one in the morning. You can drink it with your coffee. Whenever you're hungry, some chips, things like that. But our dinners are where we go ham. So like I said, we had burgers and bratwurst. And like good burgers, like we bought like the big thick patties, the already made ones, not the fucking little frozen bullshit ones. We did that. I do usually do some like roasted jalapenos. Sometimes I'll do bacon wrapped ones. But then
Bomb.
our last like night that we're there, oh, I go all out. I'll
Like, we
buy
gotta make
fucking
everything in these fucking
steaks.
coolers.
Yeah, I'll make fucking steaks. I like think of a meat that you love to eat that's a real good. I'll bring pork chops.
Oh
Last time I
shit.
brought fajita, like marinated fajita meat, and made fucking fajitas. Yeah,
That's
dude,
a damn right, dude.
I go ham when I
Oh.
go camping. It's a vacation, and I eat like I'm on vacation.
Yeah, no shit.
Not to mention the drinking. Because if
Oh
you're
yeah,
not,
constantly, dude.
oh yeah, if you're not drinking, you're not camping.
Oh shit.
Um,
I love prepping, dude. That's my favorite part of the whole thing is prepping for everything.
yeah.
Prepping, dude. I love prepping, man. I'm gonna need this. I don't even know if I'll need it, but I'm gonna put it in the bag anyways. I don't give a fuck.
So, pro tip, right? Do a Evernote file on
What the fuck is
your. You don't know what Evernote is? It's just a
that?
note taking app that syncs through all your devices.
Okay.
So just get a note together, and while you're camping, like while you're camping, hey, I need this. Oh, we don't have it. You put it on that note. Hey, I need this. Oh, we don't have it. You put it on that note. And then for your next trip, before you go, look through it and be like, okay, this is what I need to pick up at Walmart. And even if you don't use it that camping trip, you
Mhm.
put it in your camping stuff. If it's non-perishable, you put it
It
in your
works,
camping stuff. Oh yeah,
even though you always forget something.
you always forget something, but
No matter how much you prep, dude, you do forget everything
yeah,
or
but then
something at least.
or sometimes something will break or wear out, or you used it up the last time. Like
You're like,
paper
shit.
plates or something. So like this
Yeah.
time, Alyssa and I bought reusable plate, uh, cups, forks, and knives, and it's a set of 4. So
Yeah.
now we don't have to buy paper plates every time we go. Plus, it's more environmentally sound.
Sure.
Cups, we bring Yeti cups instead of
Because they're
disposable
bomb.
cups.
They'll keep it cold, dude, or
They'll
warm,
keep it
whatever you're
cold.
putting in it. Yep.
Fuck, dude. So the last day that we were camping, this last trip, I made hot chocolate
Mhm.
and I put it in my Yeti cup, and we took down the whole campsite, right? Because the first thing I did was make the hot chocolate. Took down the whole campsite. I get in the truck to leave, and I take a sip, hot as fuck. Like,
That's good and bad at the same time. You expect a little cold so I can drink the fuck out of it. No,
nope,
it burns.
it fucking hot as a motherfucker. But
That is the most depressing part, though, is putting everything up. It's like,
yeah, what?
it's like, I don't want to do this shit. Throw shit,
Yeah.
trying to organize in the truck. I just throw everything up there. When you first get there, you're like organizing things. Let's go here. When you're done, I'm just like, throwing shit. I don't give a fuck. It's all going away anyways.
Yeah. See, I'm not like that because I know I'm real particular about my camping shit. I
You're
have to
OCD
organize
about
it.
it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like this
you're like,
last time when I went to Walmart, I bought clear tubs that have locking on, like lock on the top,
oh,
right?
we did buy that for just all our camping shit goes in that
Yeah.
tub. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I had one tub before, but now I had to buy a second tub because I got so much shit.
Stupid. Oh yeah, you got an SUV to put it in, so it
Oh,
doesn't
dude.
matter.
Okay, so I have that big Suburban,
Yeah.
full of shit. Plus, well, I will say also we had Jake in his dog crate, so it took up like the whole back
Back.
compartment.
Yeah.
But I had all the seats down. I pulled out the third row, full of camping shit, full. But it was awesome. Um, it was awesome. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was awesome.
Camping is my favorite thing to do. By far, one of my most favorite things to do in this whole world. I love it.
We got to do it for a trip with everybody.
That would be awesome. Once baby Sophia's a little bit older.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like,
Yeah.
because then she needs to enjoy it. Not like you. Oh, I got 3 months. I remember everything that happened. I spat up on everybody that held me.
Hell yeah. No, but yeah, they told me that story that the first time I went camping, I was like 3 months old. I was a newborn.
Kill
And
the bear.
then, yo, fuck yeah, just fucking right in the gullet. And that's the only thing I will say about Ruidoso. There are bears, and they will like cross through your campsite. Not like right where you are, but like the campsite over or like close to it,
Yeah.
because they're just looking for food. So they'll like go to the trash cans or
The usual spots where it's easier for them to get food. Yeah.
yeah, where people throw shit away. They'll kind of patrol them, and then you have to be careful because there's cubs, like little baby bears. And I'm
They're
talking about
wild.
like little, and they'll run through the campsite, and they're still scared of you. But you never fuck with the baby bears. Never
No.
fuck with the baby bears.
His mama gonna beat your ass.
Mama gonna kill you. Yeah.
Shit. Our campsite had what the fuck? There was an owl that was hooting. There was, I think it was like, what the fuck was it? A turkey or some fucking wild bird? We had coyotes and cows everywhere.
Uh huh.
So you got to keep the pistol on you. Fucking coyote. And you're not allowed to shoot at night unless it's an emergency.
Uh huh. Oh, you can shoot up where you went camping?
Yeah, as long as there's not a house around. You gotta
Oh, okay.
be, I think, like a mile away or some shit like that. Yeah, then you can go shooting.
Oh, okay. That's cool. We
Yeah.
can't do that in the Texas state parks.
That's because you pay for it. It's just Flagstaff, bro.
This is true. This is true. Where we go camping, it's Texas state parks. I mean, we can go to private campgrounds and shit like that too, and some of those allow shooting. But I just like all the the fact that we
Amenities.
have water, electricity, and then bathrooms with showers. I have to take a shower. I
Yeah, I
have
want
to
to try
wash my
that. That'd be
ass.
nice because we didn't have a shower, and I was like, I took a horse bath, with
Uh-huh.
wet naps.
Yeah,
So I mean that was cool and all, but I was like, I still feel like a dirty bitch.
yeah. That used to be kind of what we used to do, me and my family too. And then we started buying like the solar showers. It comes in a big black bag. It's like a 5-gallon bag that you hang up in the tree, and then you open the little valve, and the sun's
Yeah, one of those
supposed to
bits
heat it
yeah.
up. Yeah, but it never got above like 30 degrees, so it fucking ice fucking cold shower and shit like that. I remember one year my uncle brought like 2 pallets for us to stand on.
Mhm.
So we're not like standing in the mud. So you stand on the pallets, and then we put like this shower curtain
Tarp
around a
over it,
couple
yeah.
of trees, and it was like a legit shower. Except somebody had to hold it closed, right? Because
Yeah.
nobody brought clips, so somebody had to hold it closed. And his girlfriend at the time, it was her first time that she came like with the family. She came camping with us, right?
Yeah.
So she's like trying to take a shower, and she had her daughter who was um, I think she was like 5 or 6 at the time. She was real little, right? And
Yeah.
she's like holding it, right? And her mom says, "Hey, will you pass me this or whatever?" And she goes, "What?" Like that, just opens the shower curtain straight up. "What do you need?" And she's like, "Close it, close it." Well, what's funny is there was a fisherman because we used to camp right by the creek, so there was a fisherman there. That motherfucker hung out the whole weekend. Was like, "Come on, I'm taking a shower today."
And let me see some titties.
But camping is awesome. For those of you our listeners that have not gone camping yet, I highly recommend it. Even if it's just go with some friends to hang out in the woods, eat shitty food, like shitty like bad for your health, not shitty as in taste bad. I'm talking about shitty like bad for your health, and go do fun stuff. Because even if you're like somebody that likes to work out all the time, go hiking. Hiking's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Go, you can wake up, take your dogs for a walk. It's just a relaxing environment. That's all it
Just
is.
prepare for the weather and your sleeping situation.
Yes, and never underestimate how cold you're gonna get if
Oh,
it's
dude,
cold.
I know. I had my air mattress, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
put a sheet over and everything. I was sweating like a motherfucker, but then yet I was cold.
yeah. Because what it does is it sucks the heat out of your body, but then you have blankets on top, and it makes you hot. Take two sleeping bags, like two of the Walmart sleeping bags that are like rated for 30 degrees,
Yeah,
and put those underneath your fitted sheet for your air mattress,
yeah.
and then sleep on top of that.
Oh, I put a fucking like a comforter under there, and then the bed sheet it didn't work. I was like, "Fuck, man." Okay,
Yeah.
sleeping bag, got it. Thanks,
Two sleeping
professional.
bags, or you can do one depending on the size of your air mattress.
It's a small ass queen. I wish we got a bigger one, dude.
Okay, well, yeah,
No space.
then just double stack them, because you can
Okay.
buy them cheap at Walmart, like $10, and they're not great, but they're good enough to insulate you from the air mattress. But you put them underneath your fitted sheet.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
way they don't move around and slide, because they're
That's
like that
annoying.
slippery material.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you put them under there and they stay, and then you bring a bunch of blankets and shit. And like me and Alyssa, we were in 30-degree weather with that buddy heater, and two blankets apiece. We were fucking toasty. Like at one point, I was like, "Fuck, it's hot," and it was 30 degrees outside, 30 something degrees outside.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, Penelope. I'm not
But
gonna turn my fucking cord, you old dipshit. God damn it.
anyways, why don't we end it there? It's a short
All right.
episode this week. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you the week after.
Yep. Get fat.
Yep. Hey, also, don't forget to comment on any topics you want to hear us do. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All of our handles are in the description down below right now.
Write anything you
And
want. We don't care.
yeah, any topic you want. It doesn't matter. If you want us to talk about butt sex, uh, cum
Reefers. We
dumpsters,
don't care. I don't give a
reefer
shit, dude.
madness, cell phones, pocket knives, EDC, any of that shit. Just put it down in the description. If it's already on the list, then
It'll be
it's
on the
already on
list.
the list. But if it's not, then we'll add it. All right, guys.